Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, welcome back to Ravenport. We got the Massey Ferguson. As we ended last episode, he was planting soybeans over here. He's finished. He's now over on this side planting wheat for our chickens. Chickens. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a stockpile of wheat going, so yeah, we're gonna get more and more chickens as it goes on. So I had 30 of each. So if we go here, I'm up to 35 white chickens. 34 black, 34 brown. Apparently the roosters don't reproduce, which is, okay. Yeah, so they're doing their thing. We sold eggs last episode. That was kind of interesting to see how that went along. But to start this episode, we're going to hop over into the case tractor. We're over here, up on the hill on the land we just bought as well. We're up where the trees are because I want to cut down a couple trees to see how that goes today. But first things, unless I want to use my hand, which I really do not want to, I have really no idea where this is going to be. Oh, chainsaws. Haha. I gotta get the steel because I actually have a steel chainsaw, so I love my steel chainsaw. So I'm going to love the one in the game. Is it still the same way? There we go. Oh, you can rotate at 180 degrees now. Interesting. It sounds different as well. Now, is it still they always fall to the left kind of trees, or how is this working now? Oh, can't see nothing. That's good. Oh wow, that's much faster than it used to be. Much faster. Do we still trim it the same way? Yes, we still trim it the same way. Hey, I got an achievement. Congratulations to me. I do have the trailer here, so I kind of got to guess the length of these things. Okay. I'll get used to it here, I hope. Did I? Oh, we did. Okay. Now, apparently we can also rotate things that are in our hands now, but I really don't know. There's one. Get ourselves a little extra cash while we're spending cash, if that makes sense. This is kind of a small tree, but, you know. I will admit, I do like how the chainsaw cuts a lot faster than it used to. I think it's in. Yeah, the one thing about 19 now is you just can't go around cutting trees. You got to own the property to cut them. Where is this? There it is. You got to own the property now to cut a tree. You just can't randomly walk around saying, oh, here's a tree, here's a tree. Now, the one thing I don't know, apparently there's some dead logs. I saw Dagger win a while ago in one episode. He was just going through the woods on property to own. There was just like a log laying there that he picked up. I would assume you could just take that. Can I see? Oh wow, we got tons and tons of room in here. Let's cut down another one since it was that simple. These are not really great trees, but you know what? They're trees nonetheless. I saw the tree fall, but it didn't fall. That time it did. But is it not here? Why can't I cut or trim? I can go in that way. Okay. We're just trying our best here. Well, we'll take it with everything on it. How about that? Wait a minute, is there two trees? Wait, what? So there was 2 trees there. Makes me feel like I'm playing Miss Survival doing this. Double the pleasure, double the fun. Alright, so let's just... Where are you? There you are. Wait, what? This, yeah, this whole system's kind of acting kind of weird, I will say that. But let me get these, rest of these trees cut up, or the rest of this one and that one over there, and, bring it to the sell point to see what kind of money we actually get for these, see if it's worth it. Looks like our Massey Ferguson has finished planting its wheat. But we're kind of going back to the same place as we were... Is it this way? Oh, I hope so. Where we sold our bales, there's a place to sell wood there as well. There's only one place to sell wood chips, which is at the sawmill, but there is a place here. A random bale. I wonder where that came from. So we'll see what the sell price is for wood. Because I really had no indication, but then again, they really did. So we can see the marker right there. So the question is, you can see the wood in the back. Is it just going to disappear, or... Alright, do I have to get out and like, Oh, so, okay. Alright, so I think I have to come here, and I went to hit... yeah, see it says R sell wood. I hit the letter R on the keyboard. And it sold the wood. Easy as that. Did anyone see how much I got? Because I did not see how much I got from that. Wow, look at all the red stuff. So much red stuff. Sold wood. So I got $2,500 for the wood. The bales that we sold in the last episode that you saw earlier today, we got $6,500. 18 for selling the harvest contracts. Actually, it doesn't show how much I got for the eggs. So that's going to be in harvest income. But it is a couple grand, so that's always good. So the plus side is there's a place right here to sell wood. Just don't have to go too far with it. And really, I can fit a few amount of trees in the back of that trailer. But I'm starting to get the hang of the map. This, of course, at least in the southern parts. The northern parts is not too hard, I would say, because of the way the fields are. They're a lot bigger. But I'm hoping sometime soon, maybe after next harvest, we'll have some more money to buy another piece of property, which would mean another field, which means more harvesting. And at that point, I would like to start collecting and maybe buy a big field, and probably once or twice have to harvest it with this equipment, and then slowly start getting yourself some bigger stuff. That's kind of my plan-ish. That's what I'm shooting for anyways. So let's get this guy out of the way. Let's swing her around this way. Oh, that's right. I did put the regular tires back on. I'm just swinging around this way so we could use our beautiful pressure washer. I wasn't going to back it in, but I left the baling trailer right in the way, as I'm good at doing. But this Massey does really need a good clean. Yeah, so I just saw a Steam achievement there that I got for 10 hours playing on the same save game. A lot of that was contract work off camera. Although one of my episodes did go an hour and a half, so you can imagine. This seed drill has been very good, but obviously once we get to bigger fields, I would like to have a seed drill that fertilizes as well. But, you know, first things first, we gotta start collecting some money. Because in order, I want to be able to buy a big field so we can get, you know, be able to put a placeable down, like for cows, horses. Trying to do it around here, oh man, it's not so good. Where is, that's over there. What is in that spreader? That is a good question. It should be fertilizer. It is fertilizer. Well, we need to spray our fields, and probably that one over there as well. I wonder if I'll need row crop tires, because it's in the first growth stage. That's right, so we're doing artificial fertilizer, so this is going to spread far. We'll make quick work of these fields, but they need to be fertilized. A little bit of wasted fertilizer, but you know what? The field needs to be fertilized, and I'll probably get my money back from the canola anyways. Fold that up. And we'll park it around this mess over here that I got going again. Because I need to pick up those bales, which I need to do now, I think. So what I'm going to do is just to make sure that the baling trailer doesn't go all haywire. I may put the case back on the trailer. Actually, if I'm good enough, I may just drive the bales right back to the sell point and sell them up. Well, to me, this is the best way to carry two bales. Stand them up on their sides, and the spike can go through two of them. Seems to be holding on pretty well. I'll come back and get that one in a second. But it's kind of nice to have this sell point not too far from, I don't want to say our farm, because we really, well, it is where our farm is, but we really don't have a farmhouse. Not yet anyways. But really, a farmhouse is 350 grand. That's a lot of dough. We'll get there eventually. I think I want the farmhouse up in the center of the map somewhere. This is going to be like a subdivision of our farm. The chickens will always be here. And of course the fields. The shed would be good to have here with these small fields. Who knows what I'll do with the small fields in the future. Like I said in the previous episode, hey, what are you doing, bale? This bale really does not want to be sold. I mean, it fell off the trailer, and I think it's fallen off this bale spike twice. Oops, it doesn't help that I missed that one. I painted it red so I could see it better. But I said in the previous episode, a lot of mods are coming out already for 19. Nothing that has really caught my eye. Just one of them really was a flatbed trailer to load on pallets and bales, and everyone's asking, autoloader? Is it an autoloader? I'm looking for the essentials like follow me, GPS, course play. I know it usually takes a while, but that wouldn't be too bad to have as well. But the follow me and GPS is something that wouldn't be bad to have to start with. I would like to have my Volvo truck again, but we can make do with what we got. Alright, back to the farm. I'm going to go check to see what kind of contracts are out there. See what we can stick our nose into, because our fields are pretty much set for now. I have to figure out what kind of trees I want to cut. Do I just want to cut all the trees around here and make money that way? Or do I want to do some contracting jobs? Or do I need to really figure out the mess around the farm right now? So I think I'll clean up around the farm a little bit. Check the contract jobs, and I'll bring you back when we have something interesting to do. Other than moving stuff around. Well, I did find the ideal job for us. The ideal job. Yeah, so we're going to harvest some oats. Definitely leasing the equipment for this, because we got to harvest this field right here. Just a small little field. Nothing too fancy. I mean, we got this harvester, so as you probably realize, it is rather... Uh-oh, I parked too close to the field. I think I can do this here. We can do it. We can do it. Sometimes a trailer will stick. Nope, but it didn't that time. So we are good. I didn't even see what tractor it was. I want to say it was a Fendt, and we got 2 trailers that I can hook up to it. But we don't need them just yet. This combine will hold 17,100 liters, I believe. And I forgot how much I'm getting paid for this, but I'm going to lose like $4 grand because I'm leasing the equipment. When you lease the equipment, it's not done by time, it's just by the job. It'll tell you when you take a contract. The contract will tell you how much the job pays, and minus so much if you lease the equipment that it shows below. Now, if I really want to do a lot of fun, I could have done this with our combine and our equipment and saved myself and earned an extra $4,000. No thanks. This is going to take me a while as it is. That's why I started in real time. So you can see how long it takes me in real time to harvest this field. We are actually in field number 4, which is this field right here. So we are at 20 of 11. I'll probably forget that time myself. But we'll see what time it is when we get done. Now, also, like I said in the previous episode, when I harvested another big field, I harvested it all, and when I completed how much I had to deliver to wherever delivery point is, today, this one's going to be at the ranch. After I reached the goal, the remaining crops that were in the trailer, I got the money for. So I'm kind of hoping we could do it again, so I may make the money back on the leasing. We will see. But we do have a ways to go, obviously, in this field to get that far. And of course, they always seem to pick a sell point that's not like right next to the field that you're in. That'd be too easy. As far as I can see, we don't get there's no reputation points or anything like that. So by doing work in this quote-unquote part of the land, I don't get a deal later on when I buy the land from the owner. I don't see that happening. So it is just what it is. We're just here to get the cash. But when I get to the end here, I can kind of check the contracts so we can see how much I'm getting paid for it. But just keep in mind, it's minus $4,000 for the leasing of the equipment. So if I go here to contracts, yeah, so almost 17 grand. Hey, we're 3% done. So I should get somewhere around 13 grand for the contract, and we'll see at the end when I deliver the grain if I get the extra grain left over, per se. So I'm going to get a little bit started on this. When I go down to get the Fendt tractor, which I do believe it is, I'll bring it back. Back at the shop, it's the Fendt 939. And I hooked up this trailer first because it wasn't articulated. And then I backed up to the one that was. So it just makes it that much easier. Yeah, we get 2 trailers. Yippee! I will drive outside the cab just because I'm not sure I've driven up this road yet. At least on camera. I've driven up probably a couple times off camera. Traffic is still a little... Well, traffic is the traffic, you know. And I got the intersection just in time because the train's coming with a double trailer. My butt may have been hanging in the tracks. Let me turn on the HUD display again for us. Yeah, this thing cruises along pretty well at almost 40 miles an hour. So we do have a ways to go. But at 40 miles an hour, we'll get there in no time. Compared to the equipment that we have back at our farm. I think the fastest we can go on both tractors, one of them I think can do 29, I think, and the other one does 26. But farming equipment's not made to go fast. Let me do the covers on these. Probably should be looking at my keyboard as I'm driving over a bridge. And you got to make sure the pipe is extended out over the area we harvested because crop destruction is on, and if I run over the crops, I will get charged for them. Now this should be able to empty completely into one trailer. If I remember correctly. Actually, you know, I can leave the engine running. I don't think I get charged for gas. I hope not. Well, while that's filling up, we can look at the inside of the cab. So I'm kind of against the back wall. I'm leaning in, trying to lean in for my track IR to get a better look at everything. Interior is done nicely. You can kind of tell the difference now. You can see like the cloth seat, a passenger seat, but apparently in multiplayer you still can't have someone in the jump seat. I think I saw that in one of the farming sim streams that they had last week. Oh, we're empty. We're empty. Pipe in. And time to get back to harvesting. Actually, one thing I do need to do before I go further, I gotta change that key command because I keep hitting the... I gotta go back to the way it was the 17. So once I get that straightened up, I'll bring it back and we'll do some time lapse of harvesting in the ideal. There, now I got my keys the way I want them. Yeah, so let's get to harvesting. As you can see, I can probably make about 3.5 passes, but I gotta make sure the pipe is out on the correct side. But yeah, enjoy the time lapse. question is, can I make it to the end of the row before the tank fills up? 400, 300, 200, and we made it with 150 to go. I love it when it gets full. You can't even see the auger where the grain comes out. It's just fantastic. Let me get this straightened up with here just a little bit so I can get the... No, that's good enough. You can actually turn off right now. We'll run down here, fill the rest up of this trailer, and we'll head over to the other side of the map. One thing I will say, every time I start the game over, all my dead zones on my steering wheel reset. I notice sometimes I forget when I start the game to set them. But that's fine. It's not too bad where it is. I love how you can hear the grain going in the trailer. There, now I'll put the cover over it. I mean, at least wait for it to fill, Peanut. I know. So where are we going with... I kind of know where I'm going with this, but I don't. Like I said, so we are here, and we need to bring it to all the way down here. I think the best way is we cut down here, take this road. Yada, yada, yada. I'm pretty sure I'll get lost somehow. But, yeah, we want to go left, right, left. Yeah, okay. Kind of. I know what I'm doing. Maybe not. The inside of the Fendt looks really nice. All the controls here. I probably shouldn't be driving while I'm trying to show you the interior. Where are we? Okay. Because there is traffic on some of these roads. One day I will own one of those Fendts. River going underneath us. Whoa, traffic both ways. Pardon me, coming through. At this point, I don't know if I turned the correct way, but I know as long as I keep going left towards the southeast corner of the map, I'm kind of going in the right direction. I may have wanted... No, that's... whoa, almost hit the pole there. Not used to a tractor going this fast yet on this map. But we will see when we deliver the grain how much into the mission we are, well, contract we are in for. Traffic does go a little bit slow. Right now we're only doing like 20. Oh, and the train's coming. Well, it's a good chance for me to check the map. So when I get to the big bend, I can kind of turn. What kind of horn does this tractor have? Sounds like all the tractors got the same little beepity beepy horn. But you can see the different suspensions working along here. But the interior looks really good on this one. I'm going to have to get the map up on this one because I don't want to go past the bend. I know you may be saying, he's gone by it. No, this is the way I did want to go. Because that way when I turn around, I'll be facing the way back to the field. Alright, up here somewhere there should be a sell point, and looks like I'm headed right for it. Now, when I did the last mission, when I did the last contract, I had a hard time doing the trailer in between. I could empty the trailer at the end. Here's that one. I'll switch trailers, take the cover off. And see, it won't let me dump that one. %in the field transported. Okay, last time what I had to do was I had to back up, disconnect that trailer, and there it goes. Now I kind of understand you really wouldn't want to be tipping over the axle point of the trailer behind you. Not that big of a deal, but if you seem to have the trouble, that's the way I have to do it. So way I can get it to activate. Look, let's back up, hook this trailer back up. So you can see I'm 43% done, so I'm going to have to bring another full load over. And then just trying to figure out what that arena's for. And then a third trip. So I'm going to get the second trip taken care of. Not right away, of course I have to harvest a lot more. And I'll bring you back in a while, but like I said, we started at 20 of 11, it's now 20 after 11 in real time. So far I've been at this for 40 minutes and we're not even halfway done yet. But I'll see you in a while. So finally, we're getting to the last little piece here. So it was what, 20 of 11? It's now 10 after 12. It's an hour and a half. An hour and a half to harvest this field. But I have yet to bring the last trailer load over. But we'll just call it an hour and a half. Well, we'll see what we get at the end, because I don't know if... We'll see if I get the extra grain off this field, which would be great. But it was like, what, 17 grand minus 4 grand for leasing. So somewhere in there. I was kind of hoping I could fit it all into one trailer. But really, the more the merrier, if I do get the extra. If I do fill it on this one trailer, I'm just going to leave the other one here. Watch it be like I got to put like an extra 1,000 in there. Yeah, it's not going to be... Yeah, okay, fine. What's it going to be, like 1,000? 1342. So I'll make sure I unload the back trailer first. That way it won't fill out the quota. And then when I dump out the front trailer, we'll see if we get the extra. Well, I'm going to head on over, and I'll meet you over there at the ranch, I believe it's called. Approaching the ranch, and I do believe once we get our horses, there's like a training ring you can bring them down to. The jumps and stuff. Be interesting to see if you don't get bonuses for, I don't know, doing jumps and times and who knows what. But let's see if we get any bonuses by delivering more grain than what was required. So first things first, we'll do the back trailer, because that doesn't have much in it and I don't want to go over the quota. Let me just back it up just a little bit here. Well, I was trying to do it still with the other trailer attached, but that doesn't work. There we go. Now, if we watch the upper right hand corner, let's see what happens when we get mission complete. Do I get extra money? Contract on field 4 finished. Look at my money going up. My money's going up for the extra grain. 4 grand. I got 4 grand for the extra grain. So right now, if you're playing along in FS19, harvest missions on the big field could pay off for you a little bit. I will say though, 17 grand, and it took us an hour and a half. Sure, if you got the time and really want to do it, but as for contracts now, it's not a time mission. You can go away, come back, whatever. But let's go into our contracts. So yeah, 17 grand. Actually, it's only minus 3 grand. So we got pretty much 14 grand and almost 4 grand. So just shy of 18 grand with the grain that we got. Now the problem is there's no tractors here. The one thing I would like to see, I want to visit this, and I'll see in a second. I want to run back down to that field to see if there's any straw there still. I wonder if we're going to get missions later on to fix fences. Actually, you can see the field right now, and I may not be close enough, but I don't see the straw. But I could just imagine how many bales of straw we would have had out of this field. But the barn would be way down at the other end. Yeah, the straw's already gone. Let's go back to our fields. Looks like we're partially grown. I would have to wait for it to grow on all the fields before I can harvest them again, fertilize them again. I don't think I showed you, but I got most of our equipment back in. Everything's red. Everything's red. And this field should be fine because we weeded it out in the first growth stage. So that should be fine. No weeds, 100% fertilized. It does need plowing, and like I said, I could cut these trees down and widen out the field. That's something we might be doing. Trees are, as we found out, trees are okay money, especially for the early stages. The one thing I want to do, last thing, is we're going to grab our New Holland. Yeah, there we go. New Holland. Our Massey Ferguson. Boy, I'm going to get shot for keep doing that. Let's put that down here. There we go. So we can see we're almost about halfway down on the repair meter. So let's go see what state this would be in to repair. Of course, the more wear and tear it gets on it, the more fuel it's going to use. Actually, the condition is showing pretty good, but okay, age 3 days, value, operation hours. If you look there, it's not that bad. But you come in here, and it looks like it's... I wonder if the repair meter is saying it's fine as long as it's in that area. Do you really want to repair the vehicle for 327? We'll just say yes. Oh, okay, so the wrench did reset, so that's a plus. So at least the repair bills aren't that bad. Let me put the front loader back on. It is only noon, so I'm pretty sure the chickens are not that messy. we go. For now, we're just going to go over here and park this by the barn. By the pressure washer. Put it in the shade so the sun, it's out of the sun and in the elements a little bit. Still only one box, so we know it's like 500 bucks. If we go here to our chickens, they're doing fine. Cleanliness is at 89%. They're fine. They got plenty of food. If I remember, because it's been a while without seasons, I think food lasts 6 days. I hope. Roosters don't reproduce, which is weird. I mean, the hens are reproducing because of the roosters. I didn't need roosters, but they were reproducing. Well, whatever. It is what it is. 69 liters, 69 liters. Yeah, I'm still not sure. So are they producing 69 liters per hour or? Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to tell me, if it's 69 liters per hour or what that's all about. But anywho, eventually we'll have 400 chickens. We'll be getting eggs faster than probably I know what to do. Well, right now we got 100 of them, so we're a quarter of the way there. And yeah, we're progressing on the farm little by little. But that is going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time on Ravenport. But until then, have a good one.